shows us that explicitly making women's issues a priority can make a difference. So this just encouragement, this explicit sort of calling attention to including women in peace agreements can make a real difference.
Thank you, Christina. So now we're going to dive deeper and look at 2 case studies exemplifying the difference in approaches of how to proactively include women in the negotiations and decision-making processes. So our first case study is from the Obama administration. Now, when President Barack Obama first took office, 2/3 of his senior staffers were men who had worked on his campaign and subsequently filled his cabinet. So what does this tell us? Well, a few things do stand out. One, that women often struggle just getting a foot through the door. 2, presidents often select their most senior aides from male-dominated ranks of their campaigns. And 3, the White House is a workplace like no other in America. Power is defined by proximity to a single individual, the president. So being in the room where it happens, whether it's in the Oval Office or at a 7:30 a.m. senior staffer meeting where the administration is hashing out their top priorities, being able to be heard is really key to even having any sort of influence over decision making. So in order to change these tides of systemic patterns, Obama's female staffers adopted a meeting strategy that they called amplification. When a woman made a key point, other women would reiterate, re-emphasize that, while crediting its author to really highlight that contribution. So this forced everyone in the room to recognize where that contribution came from and foreclosed on the chance that others would claim that idea as their own. As one former Obama aide put it, we just started doing it and made a purpose of doing it. It was an everyday thing. Now, one of the most notoriously frustrating aspects of workplace sexism for women, according to a survey done by the Washington Post, is being overlooked in meetings, being interrupted, or having your ideas misappropriated by others. And so with this amplification strategy, Obama's female staffers amplified one another and allowed one another to be heard, and really letting the recognition that women had just as much, if not more, to offer permeate the room. So this example is a bottom-up approach where the female staffers took it upon themselves to boost one another up, where the actual implementation of visions, missions, and goals involved a lot of groundwork and bottom-up perspective. And as a result, President Obama took notice and began calling on and prompting women and even junior aides for their thoughts. In fact, in his second term, women gained parity with men in the president's inner circle, and there was an even gender split amongst his top aides.